This man thinks he's dating a 32-year-old Army captain in Florida.
He thinks he found the girl of his dreams.
His daughter reached out to us because he refuses to believe that he's involved in a scam.
I mean, not saying my dad can't get a pretty girl, but like just the whole age difference in the pictures, was just red flags to me.
Scott has been sending nearly $4,500 every single month to this girl out of his limited income.
He would send her money through Bitcoin, Cash App. I do know she was getting into his bank account. He has no air conditioning, no heat. He'll go behind on bills. He'll go sometimes without food.
Join us on another episode sponsored by socialcatfish.com. We'll uncover the truth behind his girlfriend and deliver the news that he may not want to hear.
How about you just tell me what you know now and then we'll go from there. Stop, let me talk.
Scott, hold on a second. We have a lot of information for you, but I will not put up with you disrespecting her in front of me. Do you understand?
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
All right, we have another case. This one involves a man named Scott, and his daughter reached out on behalf of him.
Oh, so like an intervention?
An intervention case. I'll read the email. Hi, my name's Jesse, and I'm really worried about my dad. He's being scammed by someone claiming to be a 32-year-old woman in the Army stationed in Florida. She's been asking for nearly $5,000 a month, has his bank info, and convinces him to send money for fake plane tickets, Bitcoin, and gift cards, even though they've never met or spoken on a real call. Despite all the red flags, he refuses to believe it's a scam. I'm asking for any help or advice to prove she's not real before more damage is done. Sincerely, Jesse.
Hi, Catfish team. My name's Jesse. I'm 35 and I'm from Bella Vista, Arkansas. I like to go to the creek. I started painting snails. I have really big snails out here in Bella Vista. So I painted them and let them loose so I can start finding them later on. I like to paint rocks, place them out in different places so people can find them and move them around. I like outdoor stuff. I like to kayak. I like to swim. I like to hike.
When she's not spending time in the Arkansas wilderness, Jesse likes to hang out with her family.
I have 7 siblings in the family. 5 are with my dad, and then 2 are with a different father. The oldest is in the 50s. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby out of 7. I'm 35. Growing up, we did a lot of boxing. I never been like into boxing. I was too shy to hit the person first, but I did a lot of boxing on the streets.
Jesse grew up in a military family, with her roots beginning in Hawaii.
I remember bits and pieces of there. I was pretty little when we left, but I still remember little pieces of it. Like I remember my sisters, babysitting or watching us and taking care of us, and then like the palm trees and the front yard and the stairs and stuff like that and the beach. And then we moved to Arkansas.
Whether in Arkansas or Hawaii, Jesse has fond memories of growing up with her father.
My dad's name is Scott, and he's from Bella Vista. He's a retired Navy chief. He served about 15 years. He's got a beard. He's got a little bit of a belly, not too much. He's got tattoos, green eyes, gray beard, gray hair. He likes to sit around, listen to music. He likes the news. He loves grilling. He likes the water. He likes to fish. He likes to laugh. He likes to make people laugh. He likes to be right. I was always a daddy's little girl. I followed him around like a little shadow everywhere he went. Always went and got stuck in the mud with him and walked miles to get somewhere to find a phone, to get a hold of somebody to help us get unstuck, and go traveling in the snow, just fun stuff all the time, I was with him everywhere, everywhere. I love my dad, I'm always his baby girl.
Jesse's father, Scott, was always present in her life. He was tough, but he loved her.
He was a chief in the Navy, he was pretty tough. We're a lot alike, that's for sure. And I think that's why we bump heads a lot too. My mom's still with us. I have a relationship with her. We're doing good. They divorced, but she still helps him. She takes him to his doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, we have a good relationship.
After Jesse's mother and father divorced, Scott later met and married Jesse's stepmother, Danielle.
At first, we didn't get along. You know, she was jealous of the relationship we had with my dad, or I had with my dad. And then she got sick, and I was the one helping taking care of her a lot. Well, my sister was too, but she started looking at me differently, and we started getting along better, and our love grew stronger and our bond grew stronger.
Right when the bond started to grow, things took a turn for the worse.
She was sick for a while, but we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. And then they started doing more tests on her, and then they figured out it was a brain tumor. And it just, after she started doing treatments, it just ate her up, and she didn't do too well after that.
Despite everyone's efforts to keep her alive, Danielle ultimately succumbed to the cancer.
It was pretty rough on him. I lived with him at the time, and so he was crying a lot. He went down in the dumps and drinking pretty bad. He handled it pretty rough.
Although Scott was deeply distraught about losing his wife, he felt the need to find love, even if it meant turning to the internet.
My dad had told me that he thinks he found the girl of his dreams, Camellia O'Brien. He calls her Cammy. He was going on singles on Facebook. I think she found him on there and messaged him first. And so that's how it started. She's stationed in Miami, Florida in the Army. And I saw the picture of her and I automatically knew, like, no way, that can't be true, she's young, first of all, way young, younger than me. And she's pretty. Not saying my dad can't get a pretty girl, but just the whole age difference and the pictures, was just red flags to me. I say she's probably 5'3", 5'4", medium length hair, maybe shoulder length hair, brown tattoos all over her body, brown skin, touched by the sun. He laughed about it and said, "What, you don't think I can get a girl like that?" And I was just no. Not saying you're not a good looking man, but I said, that's kind of rocking the cradle there, Dad.
Scott and this new woman that he met were falling in love way too quickly. The two never even met in person. Jessie and her siblings started to become suspicious, especially when she started asking for money.
Something to do with the Army and her kids, something about her car, or she's sick, or hospital bill, or just random things every time. Her phone was broken and she needed a new phone, but yet she couldn't FaceTime him because her phone was broken, and she couldn't call him because her phone was broken, but yet she'd have him send him her money for a new phone, which never made sense. There's a few times it was for money to come down here to see him for an airplane ticket, and she'd never show up. He was sad that she didn't show up. He was disappointed, and then it started occurring a lot more, and I would get mad about it and speak my mind, and he stopped talking to me about it. He would send her money through Bitcoin, Cash App. I do know she was getting into his bank account because she had access to his bank account. And my sister had got my dad's permission to get a hold of the bank, which she was next to him. And she was talking to the bank, letting him know that, hey, there's this girl that's got information into my dad's bank account and we're worried and this is going on. And so she was telling, the bank lady was telling my sister that there's this check that's trying to come in for $57,000. And my dad said he had no idea about any check coming in. And so the bank said it was kind of weird. Like, it looks like a legit check, but they put a stop to it and took it out before they, my dad could cash it or do whatever they do, however they do it, laundering money in or whatever.
Although Jessie and her siblings approached Scott with good intentions, he still became agitated and felt they were intervening with his personal relationships.
Before I started talking to him about finding out the truth, I was going and seeing him every day, until he started getting upset and things have started going downhill, because he started getting really mad. But I would take care of him, and take him to the store and cook him meals and stuff like that. But we started bumping heads pretty bad, and he started getting pretty upset about, finding the truth out, because I don't know if he just doesn't want to find the truth out or is in denial or something like that. But he automatically says, stay out of my business, stay out of my life, get your own life. It gets harsher than that, but I'm not going to go into details. The further along it gets, she started putting things in his head saying, keep your phone on you, they're going to do this. Or, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I reached out to this person and blew up on him. And ever since then, like, she's told him to keep his phone on him. Don't let anybody get in your phone. They're trying to do stuff. And I know that all of us talking about her being a scam has triggered something in his mind, because there is a time that whenever I was at his house, he had people search on his computer pulled up. So I know he has had his doubts and has tried to look her up, but I don't think he knows exactly how to do it. But so seeing that on his computer, I know he has had his doubts. He thought he caught, a pretty girl, young. She's telling him everything he wants to hear, and he's getting his hopes up, and like, he has no air conditioning, no heat. Like, he needs it fixed and he won't get it fixed. He'll go behind on bills. He'll go sometimes without food, but he'll act like he's fine and nothing's going wrong, but it's noticeable.
Stick around until the end, Seekers, when we reveal the truth behind Scott's online romance.
So we have some shocking news. Brienne found these images on some interesting websites.
I don't give a shit what she's done in her past, okay? I would like to know about it.
Dad, stop.
Listen, stop, let me talk.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help finding out who you're communicating with online, or maybe you need help breaking through to a friend or a family member, don't hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers you've been looking for. After learning more about Jessie's father's case, David and Brienne sat down to discuss it further.
Jessie's dad is talking to somebody who's 32 years old?
That's correct.
And Jessie's dad is how old?
He's 63.
So double his age.
Yes.
I mean, that's a red flag for sure, right?
I would say so.
I mean, people definitely date younger people.
Yeah.
But somebody who's half his age and is asking for Bitcoin, my spidey senses are going off already.
Yeah. So this is kind of somewhat of a crazy story. So when I met Jessie, she said her dad is very moody and she doesn't think he would be open to this, but she wanted to try something. And so we jumped on a call.
Like try to have us research and investigate for
Yeah.
it. Gotcha.
So we jumped on a call, and I could hear him yelling in the background. And I said, you know what, just turn on the camera. Maybe let's just do a face-to-face, see if he can, open up to me. So she turns on the camera, and he starts yelling at me. He's like, who is this? What do you want?
Are you serious?
Yes. He's like, I don't need your help. I know she's real. And then click. And Jessie was so upset. She was really sad and hurt. She just really wants to help him. She hates seeing him send all his money to this person, and he's living in a house with no AC.
Like a no AC because he has no money?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, if she says she's living in Florida, an easy thing to do is throw in an IP tracker and see exactly where this person actually is that he's talking to, right?
Yeah, the only challenge with that is the only information we have from Jessie's dad is because she took it off his phone when he wasn't looking.
So what do we have then?
We have some pictures of this girl. We have messages. We have a transaction where he sent money to a Cash App. And we also have a $57,000 check she supposedly sent him, and he cashed it.
And it bounced or it cleared?
It was reversed by the bank, so
Okay.
I would say it did not clear.
All right, so that's another red flag. We've seen this happen a lot. Sounds like the right approach is let's look into what we have. I mean, we have very little things right now. Hopefully we can take that to Jessie's dad and be like, look, here's some preliminary findings. This is what we can do to help you out. And then, tell him, say, hey, look, if she's real, we'll connect you guys. We'll use our resources to connect you guys. If she's not real, we'll take a non-biased approach. We'll do real research and then let him make a decision from there. And hopefully he'll be open to hearing us. We got to help his daughter out. Like, she sounds like this is like stressing her out. This is like taking a toll on her, seeing her dad go through this.
Yeah, I agree. And the other part of this too is she's having a really hard time getting more information from him because the person that he's talking to said, don't let anybody onto your phone or in your computer, change the passwords. So now Jessie's like completely blocked out at this point.
Oh, so they've isolated him too from his family. All right, we got to get on this right away.
Yep.
With limited information to go on, Brianne and David sat down to try to uncover who's behind these images and this mysterious check.
I think we should go over everything that we found so far, and why don't you start with the check? What'd you find?
So unfortunately, the screenshot that they sent, it cut off the routing and account number. So what I did find out is that bank is the actual bank for that insurance company. There's a potential that it might be a real check. We just have to look at the routing number, and then also the bank held the check for some reason.
Yeah.
So we got to try to figure that out. The other weird thing about the check is the fact that it said it was an insurance payout, which is so weird. The other thing I looked into, so do you remember that Trina person that had received funds? Her name sounded really unique, and so I did a search on socialcatfish.com, and when I did the search, she was literally the only person in the United States with that name.
It's a very unique name.
I was able to find out like where the person was. They're in Kentucky, but there's something crazy that I found. She has 30 criminal records.
What?
Every case that she has, it's like possession, first and second degree offense, probation violation, bench warrants, and it's all drug possession and trafficking.
See that. What?
So this person has been in and out of jail for this for a long time.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, this is not like low level stuff. Like, we're talking felony offenses,
yeah.
grand jury.
It's insane.
But at least we can go to Scott and say, hey, look, you're sending money to somebody who's stealing money, who's been in trouble for selling drugs, that's been in and out of prison. Like, who did you think you were sending money to? We still don't have those answers from him because we haven't been able to talk to him.
I know. And plus, she could be using that money for anything.
She might even be behind this. I know you were digging through the images. What did you find?
I found a few matches, but they were from a while ago. I mean, it looks like she was an adult film actress at one point. I mean, this was last dated in September of 2022.
Oh, wow. So 3 years ago.
Yeah, there's no new content from her. Matter of fact, if you go directly to the site and look up her stage name, there's nothing that can be found. So that makes me think maybe she's gotten off of these types of platforms and even started scrubbing her images to get them offline.
Maybe she's changed what she does in her life, and then she's gone completely dark. So she's not on social media anymore, and somebody just got access to her pictures. What about that military picture? Like, she had like a military badge on.
So here's the picture. It looks a little strange.
It almost looks photoshopped.
But see her 2 tattoos on her chest, that's how I was able to validate that she was on these other sites. So with that being said, I do have some good news.
Good, because we haven't had a lot to research.
Well, Jessie just reached out and she said that her dad has had a change of mind and that he would like us to look into this for him.
You got to get on a call with him and get the juicy
I will
details.
do it. You know I will.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Seekers, it was great news when Brienne found out that Scott was willing to sit down and talk to us. A few days later, we set up a call with him and Jessie to go over everything that we had found.
So, Scott, tell us about the change of mind, heart, the reason why you wanted to work with us.
I need confirmation of who she is because everybody doubts it, and I don't, but what do I know? I'm just a stupid guy.
You're not stupid.
I know what you know.
All right, well, we know some things.
Yeah, David's right. We do know some things.
I fell in love with this woman, and that's just the way it is. And until I'm proven different, it's going to stay that way.
So,
I'm doing my own confirmation right now. So,
what type of things are you doing on your own, Scott?
it's my business.
It's your business. Okay. I mean, look, it's your business. Your business is your business. But here's the deal. Like, we're here to help you out. You're not paying us to do this, right? We have no vested interest in telling you that it's real or that it's a scam. Like, there's no benefit for us. Just letting you know. Like, we're just here and we're doing the investigation with open eyes and not being biased. And so, like, if I ask you a question, like, I'm only asking to help you out, Scott. Like, I'm not asking you a question to be a jerk. Like, I'm just trying to understand what things you did so that we can help you address any questions that you have.
How about you just tell me what you know now, and then we'll go from there.
All right, we can do that. I'm a pretty laid back person. So, and I'm also very straightforward. So, I like your approach. Let's jump into it. We'll tell you exactly what you know, but let's make a man to man. Let's make an agreement. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So man to man, if I show you everything I know, are you gonna open up about like the information you have so that we can help you further?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man to man.
That
That's
sounds
fair.
like a deal.
That's fair. All right.
Why don't you tell us about this check? You deposited this check into your bank. What happened? What's the story behind this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That big check that Sarah had to stop from coming into your bank.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Well, we could not validate the check because we don't have the routing numbers, the account numbers. There are no numbers found on this check, which we thought was a little interesting.
I don't know anything about this check you guys are speaking about. So,
Sarah knows about it. You
Okay,
know about it. It
I don't-
happened
I don't-
whenever you're in
Jesse,
the-
do you know if he has the original?
I don't know. My sister knows. She's the one that talked to the bank.
So this happened while I was in the hospital. I don't
You
know.
know about it. You were on the phone with Sarah.
So
You were
here-
next
here-
to Sarah.
So here's what we need for the check, because we tried to look into it, and so we want to do a few things. We want to, first of all, validate that that's a real check. We are not able to do that without a bank account and routing number, and so that was, when it was deposited, that bottom portion of the check was removed, and so we can look into it further. We only had a limited amount of information, so we're basing this research based on what we were provided. So the next part is
The pictures. So we only received about, 4 or 5 pictures of Cammie. So when we were reverse image searching her pictures, we couldn't find an exact match that would tell us who this person is in the picture, but we did find little clues.
so real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Scott, did the person you're talking to, Cammie, has she told you about her past or anything else?
She's been in the Army since, 14 years now.
So we have some shocking news, because although we were not able to find the current person today, we were able to find a lot of history on the images. And Brienne found these images on some interesting websites.
So we found a match for her images. It looked like at some point back in 2022, she had an account as an adult film actress.
Okay.
Were you aware of that?
No.
And so we couldn't find any of the other
Her past means I don't give a what she's done in her past, okay? I would like to know about it.
Dad, stop.
Listen, stop, let me talk.
Hey, Scott, hey, I'm going to jump in. Hey, wait. Scott, hold on a second.
Her
Listen.
past is going to stay in
Hey,
the
Scott,
past.
hold on a second, okay? Man to man, that's your daughter. Respect her, especially in front of me, okay? We're doing this for you. No. I'm here for you. We're doing this for you. We're not charging you any money. Look at your daughter's face. You're hurting her, right? I'm not going to sit here as a man, and I'm not going to have you disrespect your daughter in front of me.
I'm sorry, Jessica. I don't mean to give you boo-boos in your brain.
The rest of the conversation is going to go like this. I want to be very clear. We have a lot of information for you, but I will not put up with you disrespecting her in front of me. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right.
So the reason why we're sharing this information with you is because we want to get more context about your relationship with her. We want to understand who Cammie is, and we need to be able to validate that from you. So if she's never told you about this, that's a big red flag.
But Scott, she's been on more than just adult film actress websites. She's been on cam websites. So this is a person that is getting on camera with other men and most likely getting naked. Okay, so this is the person that you're talking to, and these are the images that we found.
Yeah,
Okay.
we found her on 2 different websites.
The other
You can send me something.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yes.
so look, we will wrap this up, Scott. We will send everything over to you, and so Jesse can walk you through all the links, can show you everything. You're gonna have all the clarity that you need by the time we're done. Okay.
Okay.
The other thing I want to talk to you about. So you had sent $1,000 to a Trina, right?
It's one of the cash apps.
It's one of the cash apps, yeah. So here's a really interesting and a very scary thing, Scott. Trina has been to prison many, many times, okay, for theft, for drugs, for selling meth, essentially. And so this is the person that you're sending money to.
These are
These are very serious,
Yes.
like federal offenses that this person has been arrested for.
I've had no interaction with her whatsoever other than that.
Right, but do you think somebody that's a high-ranking officer in the Army is going to ask you to send money to somebody who's trafficking
I don't
drugs?
know. I don't know what to think right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all. I don't have any ideas right now. I want to investigate it a little further, and if she did bad things in her past and she's flying right with me, then
But you're sending money to that person.
I'm not sending her any money.
But this is a recent transaction, Scott. So this is somebody. So we're just trying to open your eyes on like who you're currently interacting with. So do you remember why Camila was asking you to send her money?
To get her here for the airplane.
Okay.
And so like most people, like if I need to get my employees here, I go and I book the flights myself. Especially $1,000, you can pretty much fly anywhere all over the world, regular economy for $1,000, right? And so if you're sending $1,000 to somebody who's been in prison many times for trafficking and theft and different things, that's really weird. And so
I didn't know that I was doing that.
We know you don't. That's why we're sharing it with you now, because we performed the online investigation and now we're just sharing it with you.
And the thing we actually want to do right now, we actually want to call Trina with you here, and we want to ask her why she was receiving funds for you. So we're going to do that right now, okay?
I guess. And captain's not a high ranker in the Army. Captain's a old 3, I think. That's the bottom. That's a bottom dweller officer. Not like a captain in the Navy, driving ships and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
She changes band-aids and blood pressure.
Wireless customer you are calling is not available.
We also double call because friends call you twice. So we're going to call back and see if she answers.
Hello?
Hi, is Trina there?
No.
Trina's not there?
No.
Okay. Is
Okay.
no, hello?
No?
So it's really important that we actually get a hold of Trina. My name's David McClellan. I'm with a company called socialcatfish.com. I'm actually calling about some money Trina received. And so I'm actually trying to help her out. Is there a way we can get a hold of her?
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, do you know who Trina is?
Okay, no.
Wait. I really need your help before you hang up. How do you know Trina?
No.
Habla español?
Oh.
I'll call back.
I don't know if he knew who Trina was, but I couldn't tell what he was saying right when he answered. Oh.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available.
Might have blocked you.
Dang it.
I'm persistent. I don't give up. I think.
Yeah,
We'll send him a text.
they're blocking you.
So what we'll do, as soon as we're done, we're going to send this person a text, see if we can get a hold of Trina. Because I really want to find out why this Trina person thinks they're getting money from you, Scott. It doesn't make sense. Why somebody who's been to prison, who has this much of a past, is taking money from an anonymous person and supposedly giving it to Camila to come to the U.S. It just doesn't make sense at all, right?
I didn't like that either. I didn't
Yeah.
imagine this. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we were only given a small amount of money, but we know a few things, right? The person that you're talking to is probably not Camila, because we looked up the Camila O'Briens in the US. We couldn't find anybody that looked like this person, okay?
No.
We looked up the images, right? And based on the images, it leads to a different past other than, what this person is telling you. And the money that you've sent has been sent to criminals. And so none of this makes sense. And it's leading to the fact that this is probably a scam, a romance scam, where somebody's stealing somebody else's images and they're talking to you. The last thing we want to reveal, Scott, do you want to know where this person's located? Because we know where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. So Scott, me and Jesse met last night and we created an IP tracker link. What if we made an IP tracker link and we made it look like he bought another airline ticket, but for himself going to Florida?
Okay.
Because we want her to open it, because it aligns with what he just spoke to her about in terms of him wanting to see her so he can even show the proof, like, hey, look, I already purchased the ticket, I'm gonna come see you, and then maybe she'll at least be curious and click and open it.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna get access to his phone and send it to her, but if you can tomorrow morning, that would be great.
I have a plan.
Okay, we love a plan.
Yes, I'm gonna think of, I've got a plan down.
So the story goes, I heard your guys' last conversation. You had been talking to Cammie. You told her you want to come visit her, and it spooked her, something like that in that regard. And then she left, right? She ghosted you. She stopped talking to you.
It changed. Her demeanor changed, so it's like she got caught with her hands in a cookie jar or something. I don't know how to.
Okay. I see. Okay, so we created a link. We made it look like you had already purchased these tickets to fly to her from where you live to Florida. And so it looked like she already clicked on the link since this morning. And currently she's located in Ibadan, Nigeria.
No kid.
Yep.
And we're 100% certain of that, Scott. 100%.
That sucks. Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's over. Huh. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no sweet talking me now.
Yeah.
That hurts, but okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, let me apologize for my initial reaction to you, both from the first time you called and this time. I'm listening, okay?
All right. I accept your apology. Thank you, Scott.
I appreciate it. Look,
Thank you.
I get this is frustrating for you. The past is the past. I'm glad we're moving forward, and we legitimately want to help you out, Scott. Seriously, that's why we're here. We have no vested interest.
Well, we're also here because Jessie loves you so much, and she did all of this for you. She's jumped through a ton of hoops to get you here, get us here. So
I feel like a turd. I apologize.
Look, we all make mistakes, okay?
We appreciate your apology. I mean, we're all here because we all care about you and we want to help you out.
Thank you.
And your daughter loves you. Like she's
I know.
only doing this because she freaking loves you so much, man. Like, you know, she
You
like
don't,
go
you
ahead.
don't want to see me, so.
She loves you. That's why. You don't have to do it on camera, but give her a big hug. You know, sometime today, give her a big hug and thank her for looking out.
Or do it on camera so I can see it.
I'll give you a hug, Daddy.
Yeah.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream. You can find a link to our live stream on our YouTube channel by clicking the live tab and going to our most recent video. See you all there. If you have been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and potentially stops other people from being scammed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget all of our new videos go out every Wednesday. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these two videos.